out of that thing sometimes and I think, Rita, that's where you're going one day soon. They'll whistle me up that chimney without a hymn or a prayer. The way things are going, I think maybe they won't even bother with a box.
That chimney's for the central heating, Mrs. P.
What central heating?
Point taken. But you're fit for a few years yet.
Not if I don't get some proper sleep, banging and crashing about at 2 o'clock in the morning. They woke me up, Mr. Smollett. This is the one. Squatters, that's what it is. Damn hooligans.
You leave this to me, Mrs. P. Hello? This lot yours?
Yeah.
Moving in, are you?
No, we come for holiday. Who told you I was here?
Never you mind. What's your name then, eh?
Well, this is Claire. And this is Jonathan.
Your wife around, mister?
No, she's long gone. Look, they're all right. They're well looked after.
Squatting is illegal, do you know that? You're trespassing.
You can't touch me for it, can you? We're moved in now. We're gonna stay. All right?
Marvellous.
That's enough of the gymnastics, son. You're nicked.
How about this one?
That's him. Pearson. He squatted the flat last night. I knew he was a face as soon as I saw him. What's his fault?
Bits of nicking here and there, fly pitching, nothing heavy.
Sounds like it'd be a credit to your little community run.
When you're ready, Ron.
Oh, right, sir, sorry. I'll have to leave it at that, Donna. I've got a liaison meeting, thanks.
Cheers.
It's becoming a regular squatter's paradise down there.
Sign of the times, eh?
That estate is sinking further and further into the mire with every tow rag that ships himself in.
What can you do?
Well, you can do a damn sight better than send Ron Smollett down there to try and sort it single-handed.
Before we meet Chummy from the housing department, I'd like to take a look around those flats, Ron.
The squat, sir?
Yeah, how bad is it down there?
It's bad. I'd say it made Beirut look like the ideal home exhibition.
How old are you then, Tony?
15. I'm a juvenile.
Where do you live?
St Mary's Walk. The Tankery flats.
Your dad likely to be in?
No, he's up north. I'm just pitching with these lads. Deader ones.
The ones what?
What set me on thieving? I don't make hardly nothing out of it. It's them. They knock out the gear around the pubs.
Just you and your little mate do the nicking, is that it?
Nah. Loads of kids go pinching, and they buy the stuff off them. There's loads of gear stashed in there.
Oh, we'll leave it at that till we can find a responsible landlord.
Fair enough.
Oh, we'll get you a cup of something and you can wait here.
You haven't got a fag, have you?
Think somebody's organising these squats, Ron?
I'd say so, sir. They break and enter, the family pays them whatever it costs, and they're in. This is the one that was broken into last night, sir. You can see where the door's been jemmied. It's the same method every time.
What do you want?
Just giving my governor a guided tour, Mr. Pearson.
Bit of a dump to bring kids into, isn't it, sir?
Well, compared to that bed and breakfast hole the council dumped us in, this place is a palace, mate.
Did somebody assist you to break and enter these premises, Mr. Pearson?
No. I just came across it like that. The door was hanging open when I found it.
Stroke of luck, eh?
Yeah. But why do you cozzers have to come snooping around here all the time? I'm not doing no harm to no one. Just leave me alone.
But I think he's going to be joining your neighbourhood watch, Ron.
No. Mind you, sir, his sort aren't the real problem. Over the other side, I've got some right villains moved in.
But the council must be aware of this state of affairs.
Yes, sir, but they seem happy to sit back and let the place get criminalised. I mean, honest, Gov, I am busting my nuts down here for nothing.
If we carry on like this, we'll all be wasting our time.
I'll wait through here, son, will you? Looks like they're running a full-scale thieves' kitchen down there. You authorise a Section 18 and provide us with some backup, and we'll go and give it a good turnover.
Afraid not. Nobody available.
Well, there must be somebody.
Half the relief's on leave and attachment. The other half's tied up, out and about. We can't just order another box of policemen and send them out with you, Frank.
All right, we'll do it ourselves then.
You know I can't authorise anybody visiting that neck of the woods before it's cleared with Mr. Conway.
Oh, please, don't play me that record again. This information's solid.
It'll have to wait, Frank.
Superb.
What is happening on that estate, Mr. Taylor?
Oh, I was down there this morning, Councillor, looking at the situation. We have presently 72 voids.
Voids?
Empty flats.
Does the council appreciate that these voids, as you call them, are a major source of petty crime? A great deal of police time is spent dealing with vandalism, theft, neighbour complaints, not to mention an increase in the squatters taking over these empty flats.
Well, I do understand the problem.
So why are they left empty? I mean, there's people desperate for a place to live.
Well, there's redecorating to be done, repairs between tenants.
But they're stood empty for months, just asking to be broken into.
And surely it's in all our interest to prevent this happening.
I'll be frank with you, Mr. Conway. The council intends to decant the occupants of Tanqueray flats and demolish.
It's the first I've heard of it.
When's this going to happen?
Well, there's the rub. Until the money is available, the whole project is on hold.
And in the meantime, you let the whole place slide into the mire. Is that the idea?
That's not the intention. It may very well be the consequence. But as with everything else, it's all a question of resources.
We too have limited resources.
Quite so.
Mrs. Colm, I'm the thin blue line down there. I'm doing my best to create goodwill in the community and the rest of it. And now you're telling me the council's given up on the place.
That's not what I said, Mr. Smollett.
These occupants that you intend to decant, I mean, all right, they are not the solid citizens of Middle England, but most of them are decent people and they are sick of seeing their community go into the dogs.
I wasn't asking for the cavalry, just a couple of plods.
And?
Munro knocked it back, no support. And he wouldn't even authorise a search until Conway chewed it over.
It's the Tanqueray Flats, Gov. Ron Smollett's patch.
That's what's putting the block on it. This address is a good prospect, Gov.
They are restless down there, Frank.
Yeah, and the more we hold back, the cockier they're going to get.
I know.
Look, the lad we nicked had another kid with him, Gov. If he's legged at home, they could be clearing the gear out the place right now.
Well, you better get down there and give this address a spin.
Well, without a warrant, Gov.
We'll do it off our own bats. I'll authorise a Section 18 search myself. Talking urgency here, Frank.
Absolutely, Gov. Tosh, go and draw a sledgehammer. Right. Alan, get Carver and Roach out of the canteen.
What happened here?
I'll come back and finish this later, Rita.
All right, Tyler. Somebody put my window through. He reckons it's because they saw me talking to you, Mr. Smollett.
Does he? Who's he?
One of the squatters, but he is one of the nice ones. Looks after my dog when I go to my daughter's. Duncan, his name is.
Did you see who did it, Mrs. P?
No, it's terrible. This used to be such a lovely estate. Now you can't leave a doormat out but somebody pinches it. We've been robbed of our peace, Mr. Smollett.
Gov, I've got it. B.I. Burnside.
You the occupier?
No, we're squatting.
Same difference. We want to search these premises. Read that and sign it, will you?
No way.
Oi! You got keys to this?
That's someone's room. He's not here.
Go on, Tosh.
Don't smash the rotten place up.
Give us the keys. Open it.
Gov. Well, looks like we found Aladdin's cave. You've been well active, haven't you? Mr. You and the wife been shopping early for Christmas, have you?
Nothing to do with me. None of it's mine.
No, it's all nicked, isn't it? And so are you, pal.
No surrender! Shut up! Get inside.
What's going on, sir?
Oh, just letting off a bit of steam, Ron. Listen, we've got some property up in number 10. Carver's babysitting it. Can you go and give him a hand? We'll send a van back for you.
Well, at least they're not throwing Molotov cocktails.
Not yet, they're not.
Go on, Tush, quick, before they scramble us.
Go on. Where's the DI?
Up there, looking like the cat that's got the cream.
Is he?
Well, a nice little arrest, isn't it? Reckons he's going to get a hat full of clear-ups out of it. Bob's had to take the van to pick the property up. The rest of the lads are still tucked up.
Frank, a word. I take it Derek Conway gave you the go to do this spin, did he?
He was tied up in a meeting, as it happens.
So who did authorise it?
Jack Meadows.
Why wasn't I consulted?
You were.
And I told you I thought we should wait.
Well, obviously, my governor took a different view. I suggest you discuss it with him, Andrew. I've got a prisoner to interview.
I've told you everything.
What about this squat? Did you break into it?
No.
Are there any other flats that you've broken into? On other people's behalf, maybe?
Look, can I get some help here?
I don't take your meaning.
If I give you a name?
Depends what's on offer.
It's all organised down there. There's a bloke, name of Vine, works for the council, boarding places up and that. You bung him 50 quid, he fixes you up.
Vine, you say his name is?
Yeah. Charges a tenner a week rent. If people don't pay, he brings in the heavies, slings them out. Must be making a fortune down there.
Thanks very much, Mr. Vincent.
Will you put in a word for me?
I'll get you your liberty. But I'll make sure your assistance is brought to the attention of the court. Provided, that is, that you're not winding us up. But you wouldn't do that, would you, Mr. Vincent?
Honest, Gov. She sat there as cool as a lager commercial and announces the council's got plans to demolish the whole estate.
Yeah, well, you can't blame them. The locals are trying to pull it to pieces as it is.
It's not the locals. Most of them are pensioners. They live in terror of going out, night or day. Oh, makes your heart bleed for them.
You're not a social worker, Ron. Don't get yourself too engaged.
Don't you worry, Skip. 25 years in the job. I've got walls of concrete around whatever little humanity I've got left.
Let's hope there's a spare.
If there is one, odds on there won't be a jack.
If there's a jack, there won't be a wheel brace.
CID knew they were going into a situation there, Jack.
We've broken a gang of organised thieving and recovered thousands of pounds worth of stolen property.
If we ever manage to get it back to the station, sir.
What?
We've had a wheel come off down there, literally. The van that was sent to pick up the property has been attacked, tyres slashed.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your problem, Derek, but you've got to appreciate mine. We spent hours of manpower trying to crack this spate of theft from cars. That's observation, following up leads. I get the opportunity, what am I going to do, ignore it?
It's a matter of coordinating our efforts.
Well, to do nothing in the circumstances would be to fail. I think the result speaks for itself.
Yeah, well, we haven't got the final result yet, have we, Jack? The temperature at those flats is rising. So please, before we have any more forays onto that ground, let's have a little consultation, shall we? Before all the other wheels start falling off.
Damn!
All right.
They put these things on with power tools, you know.
You're the first one doing them with human hands.
Ron, geezer by the name of Vine. Council worker?
Yeah, I know.
This governor reckons he's down here somewhere.
Yeah, try Berkeley Walk. Next left. They got a T-spot in one of the empty flats.
Lovely. By the way, if you can't fix that, I know a man who can.
What's he doing down there?
I'm supposed to be told of everything that's going off on this patch.
Yeah, he's the law hunter himself, isn't he?
Yeah, pain in the proverbial.
Anyway, let's get this gear loaded up and we'll go around the community centre on the rim.
Okay.
The land that time forgot.
I don't think I could hack it. D&D out in this godforsaken place.
I'll give that to Ron. He toughs it out down here.
I'll be Vane's council truck.
Dead easy when you're here on official business, isn't it? Check out the cab. I'm gonna have a serious chat with this finger. Mr. Vine! Mr. Vine!
Yeah? Who's asking?
D.I. Burnside, Sunhill Police. I wonder if you could help me, Mr. Vine.
A bit pushed for time.
I'm looking to break into the housing market.
Really?
And I heard you were a very accommodating sort of chap.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, what's your game?
You left your window wound down. I was just securing it for you. Is this yours?
Don't go, Mr. Vine. It was just getting interesting.
There should have been a jack and a usable wheel brace on the vehicle before it went out.
Should have been, yeah.
Well, when was the last time it was checked? There must be spares somewhere.
Would there be one on a carrier?
Right. Get them in the back of a Panda and I'll find someone to drive it out to the estate.
Oh, no, that went in for service last Tuesday. Not come back yet.
How long does a service take?
Shocking, innit? Divisional garages chopper. There's more wrecks than runners down here. You know how the job is with motors, Mr. Munro.
Yes, I know how it is.
There you go, Andrew. When you know what you're looking for, you go out and nick it. End of story.
They must be tying up your loose ends, which takes all my time then. I've still not got a serviceable vehicle to pick up your stolen property.
I'd try Barton Street if I were you, Andrew. They get a better deal on motors. Mind you, they spend more time all in the works. So they pay you key money, do they?
Just collect it.
And the child benefit books? How'd you come by these?
Well, some of the squatters are dodgy payers, so they sign their books over to me and I draw their benefit.
Got a sweet little scam going, haven't you?
I told you, I just collect the money.
And what do you do with all this money?
I pay it over.
Who to?
His name's Taylor. Works for the council, you know, the housing department. Well, he knows when a flat's falling empty and he tells me when one's coming up and I get someone in there.
Are you telling me that a council housing officer is running the squatting on that estate?
This one and the rest. He's creaming a fortune off the back of them squatters.
Oh, yeah. And you're doing it to help the homeless, are you?
In order not to alert the suspect, it's important that Mr. Vine makes the repayment on time. OK, thank you.
Can you spare a moment, sir?
What is it?
What happened at the Tanqueray Flats earlier today has serious implications for our future policing of the area.
Look, Andrew.
Not least for the next 12 to 24 hours.
Andrew, if you think a riot's going to happen, you should spend time organising backup.
I've already taken the necessary precautions. What concerns me now is that your boys do nothing in the next few hours to further exacerbate the situation.
Andrew, I can promise you that nothing we've got planned involves action in the estates. It may just depressurise the situation, so that your lads don't even have to take the shields out. OK?
The address of the key holder is given as 121 Downs Road.
Yeah, Sarge, all we got available at the moment is Steve Loxton's Panda.
What about the jack and wheel brace?
Yeah, well, Miss Monroe is trying to get one sent down there from the Carvers, but that's a joke, isn't it?
Sierra Oscar 92 from Sierra Oscar.
According to Vine, this man Taylor's expecting to hand over the money this evening. Now, if Vine doesn't show, Taylor might get wind we've nicked him.
I've cleared it with the DAC. Where's the meeting going down?
The George Inn. There's a beer garden round the back.
And Vine's agreed to cooperate?
Yeah, if he thinks he can do himself a favour.
Right, Gov. You fancy a drink, Alan?
I'm with you.
Make it alcohol-free, Frank.
Tony, chicken chow mein, yeah?
Cheers.
I'm talking about policing by consent.
Ah, what you mean? Excuse me, sir. You mind if I nick you? That sort of thing.
You're talking about trained coppers sitting on their bums in church halls claiming overtime for organising kids' parties and old biddies' tea dances.
If you don't create goodwill in the job, then you just get more aggravation. You got mine, George?
Well, did you order one?
Yeah, sweet and sour pork.
Oh, sorry, mate. Forgot.
Oh, what, you dozy git?
Now then, Barry. Show a bit of goodwill, eh?
Only joking, Bazza.
It's not bad, this non-alcoholic stuff.
As far as I'm concerned, you can shove it back in the horse.
We're in business, Gov.
Let's have him.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes?
DC Wood, Sunhill Police.
Do you mind showing us what you got in the bag, please, Mr. Taylor? No doubt you can explain this, Mr. Taylor.
I've nothing to say.
There you go, Sarge.
Cheers.
Every community should have someone like me. In there, flying the flag all the time.
Yeah, it'll never happen, though. Cheers.
No, I suppose not. Not so long as the canteen comedians still treat it as a joke, it won't.
Well, the lads want to be where the action is. That's why we all joined.
Parachuting in, grabbing a few bodies, is easy. This is the future.
It's hardly the sharp end, though, is it?
What's that?
We're on a prayer here, Sarge.
Yeah, all right, call them up.
Aye! Aye! Sierra Oscar from 330. Urgent assistance required. Tanqueray Flats. I repeat, urgent assistance required.
Come on,
Tanqueray Flats.
Come on, come on! Come on! Come on, move it!
What's the score?
According to Bob Cryer, the estate's gone belly up in a big way.
Terrific.
He also said Frank Burnside was down there again this afternoon.
Doing what?
Visiting? I'll take this lot down in normal, see if we can placate it. If not, we'll have to get the shields in there.
Right, I'll get Barton Street to muster some troops. If Frank Burnside has gone in there and stirred this lot up, I am going to kick the table over. What's going on, Jack?
Sorry?
Monroe has had to send every able-bodied uniform we've got to the Tanqueray Flats. There's a near riot going on.
They've been looking for a rumble all summer, Derek.
But we had an agreement that you'd inform me before CID was active on that ground.
Yeah?
Well, the next thing I hear, Burnside's cruising around down there.
No, Burnside was already down there following up ongoing inquiries.
Now, come on. We both know what his attitude is towards community liaison. You cannot have the likes of him rolling around like a loose cannon down there, causing aggravation.
Hang on. Now, Burnside's one of the best body takers this station's got.
That is not the point.
On the contrary. He's just cracked the squatting scam that you and Smollett have been on about for the last 3 months.
This is what?
He's cracked it. Apparently there's a bad apple in the housing department. Mr. Taylor's been pulling all the strings.
Well, it figures.
It's a party. Tanqueray Flats. The balloon's gone up. Yeah? About time he showed some more uniform down there.